Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of What's Driving Token Prices. I'm your host, Katie Talati, Director of Research at Arca. For those joining us for the first time, I'm responsible for identifying and analyzing digital asset and blockchain opportunities for Arca's funds. As part of our research, my team and I examine token prices and the market events that act as catalysts for price change. Based on our research and market events over the past week, here are some notable token price moves and what we think drove them. As a reminder, this commentary is not intended to be investment advice, investment research, or an investment recommendation. Please consult your investment professional for your own circumstances. All right, everybody, welcome to Bitcoin ETF approval week. It has been a fun and exciting roller coaster to date. The time is 1:03 Pacific, so a lot of updates have happened in the last couple minutes, 20 minutes. So I will do my best to cover everything and be as up to date as possible with you guys, but bear with me. We are actually going to start, though, talking about some non-Bitcoin related assets. First up, I've got for you Atom or Cosmos. So Atom, a new Cosmos proposal is currently in the voting stages, and it's going to dictate the future of the interoperability protocol's tokenomics. So for some time, Cosmos's token Atom has suffered from inflation pressure and has not really been able to capture a lot of value, even though the project is widely used, has multiple app chains utilizing their infrastructure. So as a result, a lot of the core community has really been trying to push forward changes to the Atom token structure in order to make it more attractive. So the proposal specifically is aiming to reduce inflation to 0% if staking utilization exceeds 67%. Basically, if the amount of staked Atom is greater than 67% of the circulating supply, as more Atom gets staked, the inflation rate will continue to decrease by a certain percentage point until it hits 0. So this would obviously really great, just lowers emission, has some trade-offs that folks are debating right now. But I guess important to note is that in November, a governance vote reduced staking inflation already from 14% total or as the minimum amount to 10%. So already that has kind of already gone through. There's already been some changes that we're excited to see. But even just with this proposal, it was like super staunchly fought in governance, a ton of opposition. It barely passed. And so, there is potential that this latest proposal could also face similar opposition. So this will be one to watch. I don't believe the proposal ends for about another 2 weeks, so we'll keep an eye on it. With this, though, Atom is down 2.7% for the week. Cool. All right, next we are going to talk about Polygon or MATIC. So yesterday, Layer 2 project Polygon announced that they have partnered with Fox Corporations to build a protocol called Verify. So according to the blog post, Verify is a open source protocol for content and image verification. The idea is basically like with AI generated content and a lot of fake news that we obviously saw in the last, I would say 8 years proliferated on social media specifically. There has been a lot of questions about, are images that we see real? Is media that we see, actually verified? And so this protocol is designed so that media companies can upload media that they have verified that have come from real sources. And it is basically timestamped to the blockchain to say this is an actual image and it wasn't AI generated. So some awesome, really great applications of blockchain that we're seeing. We love that. So Verify actually launched in closed beta back in August. And the Fox News Group has been uploading and using the product. So far, they've uploaded 89,000 pieces of content. So really awesome stuff. The protocol is now open and available to the public and other media companies. So hopefully we see greater adoption in these sort of technologies, especially, like I said, in use cases like this, really important. We love to see it. With this exciting announcement, though, MATIC is still down 1.2% for the week. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is Helium. So on Monday, Helium, they're the decentralized wireless provider. They implemented a onboarding fee for Helium mobile hotspot providers. So I'll slow that down for you guys. But Helium Mobile basically allows a user to subscribe to their wireless plan. It's about $20 a month, which is really low for an individual person to have a 5G plan in the United States. But the mobile 5G is provided by a combination of folks providing their hotspot usage and people, and also supplemented by T-Mobile's 5G network. So really cool use case of another great application of blockchain within the decentralized public infrastructure space or DePIN. So Helium is basically what they're doing is they're changing the model. So at the start, if you bought a hotspot to run the 5G, you just bought the hotspot and started running the 5G, and you would earn mobile tokens for doing so. Now what they're implementing is that anybody who activates a hotspot actually has to pay a small fee. It's about $20 to $30, and it is basically a combination of spending data credits, which are created through HNT, and mobile tokens, which is the subDAO token of Helium Mobile. And basically those get burned when they're used. So basically this is a nice deflationary mechanism for HNT and mobile. So this should lead to greater burns to the HNT token. So very well received by the market. The speculation is that the manufacturers of the devices are actually going to be paying for the fees. So this isn't even like a cost that's going to be like passed on to any of the consumers or individuals that are running hotspots. Currently, the wireless network has 3,600 live hotspots, and hopefully we will see that grow. Helium, by the way, is up 5.5% for the week. Okay, so I got to talk about it. The time is 1:08. I'm pretty sure that I saw out of the corner of my eye that we've got from Bloomberg potentially one filing approval, but I'm just going to run through the events of yesterday if you guys missed it, because it was pretty hilarious. So yesterday, a tweet from the SEC's X/Twitter account caused quite a stir as it proclaimed that it had granted approval for Bitcoin ETF listings on all registered national security exchanges. Also accompanied by a nice little graphic of SEC Chair Gary Gensler. If you didn't see it, I'm sure you can find a copy of it online. The market reacted to the tweet with Bitcoin quickly trading up to 47K on the news, up about 1.5%. So I also have a nice chart for you guys, so you can take a look at. This is the price action yesterday. Also, hat tip to Leviathan News. I stole this chart from them. Thank you. So the market really reacted pretty quickly on this. The immediate news came out. Bitcoin trades up to $47,000, only up about 1.1%. However, within 15 minutes, Gary Gensler tweeted out from his personal account that the SEC's X/Twitter account had been compromised, and no approval had actually occurred, causing Bitcoin to trade back to 45K. The internet had a fun time piecing that one together. A lot of speculation that an intern had accidentally pushed send on a draft, that a hacker had gotten in, and they just looked in the draft folder and found this tweet ready to go. So excited. And then a lot of other people saying that no, Gary Gensler's account was hacked. The ETFs were actually approved. So never a dull day, obviously, in crypto Twitter land, but this was a kind of preliminary viewing of what's going to happen with the SEC's approval, which we believe may have just come through while I've been on this Twitter Live with you guys. Anyway, the market has definitely been collectively holding its breath. There's been a lot of positive signs in the last few hours, including a press release from the CBOE today about listing the ETF products. And so with that, I will let you know that Bitcoin is up about 7.1% for the week. And I look forward to talking to you guys next week more on the topic. So that's all we got, guys. I hope you enjoyed our insights. Tune in here again next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific to hear what's driving token prices.